Hi, I'm Cindy O'Connor for This Week in East Brunswick. I'm here with Patrolman Craig Hoover to introduce a new program by the East Brunswick Public Safety Department called Street Smart. Craig, tell us about this new program.
The new program called Street Smart is going to be based on several small televised segments through you guys that is going to address community awareness throughout the township in conjunction with the police department. And it's going to be based on different areas regarding DWI information, burglary, prevention, down to potential scams or internet frauds that the everyday resident may encounter.
In fact, you've got a program coming up in November. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, on November 5th, in just a couple weeks, at the Community Arts Center, 7:30 p.m., we're going to be hosting a township-wide neighborhood watch program. The purpose of the program is to attract interested residents that are looking to work in conjunction with the police department to promote community awareness programs in their neighborhoods, really to get their neighborhoods together and all of us working in a combined effort to make their neighborhoods a safer place and a safer community in East Brunswick.
Where and when is that?
It's November 5th, the Community Arts Center, 7:30 p.m. And the Community Arts Center is located on Cranberry Road in East Brunswick.
It seems that this is a very timely thing. I've noticed that there have been some burglaries in town lately. Can you tell us about those?
There's been several burglaries in our township, as well as others. It appears that the poor economy combined with the loss of jobs have provided a criminal element that's increased in a lot of the townships. And most of these burglaries that have been occurring in all of the townships, including ours, has been really one of out of kind of opportunity, crimes of opportunity, or just out of desperation. Several of the burglaries that have occurred in our township and are called what you call it's based off a con or a scam. It's called a distraction burglary. And in these burglaries, you'd have a person dressed up as a water meter reader for the township or a township employee, maybe a PSE&G employee coming to read your gas meter, or you may even have somebody disguised as a contractor that would knock on your door, distract you, maybe have you try and allow them to enter the house, and they would bring you into maybe the kitchen or the basement, or get you out of the house and have you follow them around back, maybe to show you something wrong with your house or your roofing. And at that point, when you're distracted, a second person would then enter the house, immediately go to where they know your valuables are kept, and take whatever kind of valuables they can get very quickly. And unfortunately, most of the residents that fall victim to it are just uninformed. These distraction burglaries really prey on people's trust. Happens a lot to the elderly. And unfortunately, when this does occur, most of the victims are not aware that it even occurred until several hours later when they go into their bedrooms potentially and look for their valuables, and they're suddenly gone. We've also had a number of thefts from motor vehicles. It's the unlawful entry into them. Unfortunately, most of the residents that are falling victim to it are really falling victim out of their own neglect of locking their car doors at night. It appears that several of the thefts from the motor vehicles are, again, sometimes opportunity, things where you're leaving your handbags or electronic devices in the car, maybe money that's exposed. And, sometimes they're young kids that are doing it. Sometimes there are other people that are professionals that are just going through the neighborhoods, checking doors. And they're not really necessarily breaking into the car, trying to pry a lock or anything like that. They're just checking door handles, and once they hit the first car, they're into the car, taking your valuables, and they're gone.
So what's your recommendation for preventing that sort of thing?
You would want to definitely lock your doors at night. I know East Brunswick is a safe community, but again, it's a crime of opportunity. So locking your doors at, when you're not in your vehicle or around your vehicle, and keeping your valuables, either removing them from the car or keeping them out of plain sight.
Getting back to the home burglaries, what recommendations do you have for prevention?
Well, prevention, as you know, we're right now in starting out of the summer and into the fall, a lot of residents starting to open their windows, turning off their air conditioning. So you're keeping your windows open, your doors open. And that's fine when you're home. You have to remember that, again, we live in a safe community, but with the rise of burglaries and desperation in the economy, that doesn't mean that somebody passing by that's looking to go through a neighborhood doesn't recognize that, take advantage of it, and climb through a window or come through a door. Same thing goes for if you're going to do some work in the backyard. You should be able to feel comfortable in your house, where you can leave your garage door open and leave your front door open when you're working in your property, maybe in your backyard. But just being a little bit street smart is a good thing. Keep those doors locked. Leave the back door open where you are, so you always know who's coming in and out of your house. Additionally, your interior garage door, you can't always rely on your garage doors to keep your house safe, if you have an automatic garage door opener, because a lot of people keep the interior door unlocked. It's a good thing to keep that door locked as well. Anything you can provide a barrier for anybody getting in your house quickly is a good thing.
What other recommendations do you have?
Well, thieves are also quick to spot weak locks that can be forced open. So doors should have deadbolt locks, and all windows should have window locks installed. If you have a recommendation or you're looking for a recommendation, contact your local locksmith. He'll be the best person to point you in the right direction as far as what kind of deadbolt locks you should install in your house, because there are some that are definitely better for prevention. Also, be sure to secure your sliding glass doors by placing a metal rod or wooden dowel in the track, and install some vertical bolts to make sure that it doesn't come loose. This will help prevent burglars from forcing the door open or lifting it off the track. That's always a good suggestion. If you're not home, you still want to create the illusion that you are. So you want to install some timers on your lights, maybe on your radios or TVs, and you want to keep the perimeter of your home well lit by purchasing and installing low voltage lighting. This makes it appear that somebody's home in the residence, that it's occupied, and it'll keep some of the burglars away through prevention. If you're going away for an extended period of time, you want to try not to leave clues that you're away. So you want to have a trusted neighbor collect your mail, newspapers, packages, bring everything inside so it looks like somebody's, again, home collecting the mail. And you can also have a neighbor park in your driveway, maybe during the winter months when you have snow over your driveway. This way you should get some tire tracks in there. It looks like somebody's coming and going from the residence. Additionally, if you have a lawn maintenance service, you want to make sure that they're continuing to cut your grass while you're away on vacation. This way, again, it looks like somebody's maintaining the property, somebody's coming in and out. All those are good prevention tips. Shrubbery you want to keep trimmed away from your entrances and walkways. Large and ornate hedges, they can be beautiful, but they also provide a huge spot for criminals or thieves looking to potentially case your house or surveil your house. Gives them a great opportunity to hide, gives them a good opportunity to kind of just duck down if somebody comes by. So you want to keep that stuff trimmed back as well. Same thing with your telephone messages. You don't want to ever give anybody the idea, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter, that you were going to be away for a long period of time. I know everybody likes to take photos of their vacation. That's fine if you post them, but I wouldn't allude to the fact of, you're there right now taking these photos. Because if somebody, unfortunately, has access to that account, they know you're away and you become vulnerable.
Craig, thanks so much for the information, and thanks for hosting this new series, Street Smart.
Thank you very much for your time today as well.